assembly. Now, and I tell you this not because it was something that I did. I tell you this because it was my community who supported me because they trusted me from the actions and the things that they've seen. So that's why it's important for me to be here today to talk about these relationships. It's important that we come together. It's important that the businesses, it's important that the nonprofits, it's important that our political organizations and our government come together. Because when I sit here and I talk to schools and I talk to the detention centers and we hear all of these things, I get the same response every time. People say, well, we just don't have enough money. We don't get enough money. And my reaction is always the same. Well, you might not get any more money. So how can you still be successful? You do that through partnerships. You do that by connecting and reaching out because there are people out there who want to help and want to make a difference. I look around this room and I see so many people here who want to make a difference. Sometimes we might not necessarily know how we're needed. People need to reach out. People need to hear about programs like Liz Charity's program, hear about the things the Brown family are doing in the community. Hear about the programs the police department are running, programs that are running on George Mason's campus. Because when I go into these juvenile detention centers and I'm working with these young men and I tell them all the same thing, I said, look here, it is my hope that none of you ever come back to this place again. I leave everyone with my cell phone number and with my email address. I say, you can reach out to me at any time. But I just hope that I never see you in here again. Now, the thing to understand is, it's up to you. I can't want it more than you want it. I'm willing to assist you as you walk this journey, but I won't want it more than you. And while I hope that none of you ever come back, my job is to give you the tools that you need to help you become successful. Now, what you choose to do with those tools once I give them to you is no longer my responsibility. I hope every one of you goes off and is a major success. But if I only reach one, I've done what I needed to do here. You know, we have such an opportunity in front of us. We live in a society right now where people like to dwell on the negative. Everyone can point out a problem. I need people who are willing to point out solutions. I need people who look at education not as a K through 12 issue, but a K through 20 solution. That's why I'm happy to talk with the Liz Charities and the Brown families. Solution-oriented people. Because there's a lot of people who are going to stand up here and talk a good game. But as I always say, your actions are speaking so loud I can't hear the words coming out of your mouth. So I do this because I understand the importance of it. I do this because of my son and my daughter and my brother and the people that we have in the community. Because what you realize is people tend to measure themselves with the surroundings that they have. Well, he smokes crack. I only smoke weed, so I'm good. They compare themselves to that. And as I used to tell my brother all the time, I said, you've got to understand. He said, why do you do so much? And I said, here's the thing. If only you and I are successful, we will never reach our full potential because we're going to be constantly measuring ourselves to what we see others doing around us. You know the tagline, a rising tide raises all ships. That's what we do. You want to become better? You help someone else become better. That's how we better ourselves. But it starts in rooms like this. It starts with people that are sitting in these chairs. And I task you with the responsibility of reaching more people. I don't care what you currently do. Again, I know I keep mentioning the Brown family. They work very, very hard. Guess what? You can do more. We can all do more. I'd rather wear out than to rust out. I'm willing to go at this alone, just as there's a lot of people I'm sure sitting in this room who are willing to do the same, but this would be a whole lot easier if we have help. We all know business owners we can reach out to. We all know people in the community who really would come out and help if somebody would just say something to them. Because we have a society now where we don't even know the names of our neighbors that live next door to us. I encourage you to reach out. You'd be amazed at how many people would want to help you make a difference you just ask. So I want to thank you guys for allowing me to come here today. People who know me, I'm a deacon over at Harvest Life Changers Church, and my faith is really what guides me. So when I come into events like this, I always tell people I don't like to write speeches. I see my environment. I get a feel for it. It's kind of how Moses said in the Bible, Lord, I was not an eloquent man before you talked to me, nor have I been since. But you allow him to use your words to the best of your abilities. So I want to thank you, not for what you have done, not for what you are doing, but for what I expect that you're going to do. So I look forward to it, and anything that I could do to be of assistance, feel free to reach out to me. My wife tells you I don't sleep, so I'll always respond. Thank you.
To tell you a little bit more about me, I went to University of Maryland, Eastern Shore, on the Eastern Shore side of Virginia. I got my BS in Health and Physical Education. From there, I traveled to Indiana University in Bloomington, and I received my master's degree in Recreation Administration. And I don't know when I'm gonna ever use that, okay? After that, I left and got my master's at University of Virginia in Education Leadership. From that point, I became assistant principal and moved on to be a principal at the Department of Correctional Education, okay? And I was there up to 2012, and I transitioned over to the Department of Juvenile Justice as a principal, and now I'm a reentry specialist for the northern region of Virginia, okay? That covers an awful lot of territory. Basically, I help with the young men and young ladies in the northern region, beginning with Arlington, Alexander, Fairfax County, Prince William County, Stafford, Fredericksburg, and Winchester, and Charlottesville. So it's about 10 or 12 districts that I cover, okay? I've worked with incarcerated youth for quite a long time now. I'm trying to make a difference in their lives. That's one of the reasons I came here today, to be with Ms. Charity. We're going to try to partnership up with her and bring some of my youth that I work with. My youth I work with are 17 to 20 years old, okay? We are going to try to implement a job readiness program throughout the county. And the districts that I mentioned are the districts that we're going to try to focus upon, okay? I am a member of Mega Sapphire Fraternity Incorporated, and I'm a member of the Masonic Lodge 61 in Fredericksburg. We do a lot of youth work and youth mentorship programs, okay? And that is one way I also contribute to the communities in which I live. I feel like it's very, very important to support those youth. My father was a former principal in Prince William County here, and Mr. Futrell, I was also smart too. I married a doctor as well, okay? And he always told me that I don't care what you do in life, try to make a difference. If you can make a difference in somebody's day or somebody's life, put forth the effort to do that. And that's what he always told my brother and me. And I try to live by that every day. And it's so difficult to be a good person every day. If you really think about it, it's very, very difficult because you always have something to come up that's going to upset you or get you unraveled. So you have to keep the faith and continue on throughout the day. And that's what keeps me going. Once again, I do want to develop a partnership with Ms. Charity and her organization. I'm looking forward into doing that. If there are any questions that you want to talk to me about, I'll be outside. I have my stand set up in my table, okay? And I just appreciate being here today and representing the Department of Juvenile Justice. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Antoine Harris, Chairman of the Board of an organization called Youth Outreach Services. Youth Outreach Services works with our preteens and young adults that has been in trouble We service the youth and young adults in the Prince William County. Today, I'd like to talk briefly about our partnership and our role in healing the community with our collaboration with the Boys and Girls Club. Before I do that, I'd like to share an African proverb, and our philosophy is rooted. Our philosophy is rooted in this proverb. Some of y'all might have heard this already, or it might be brand new to some of y'all, but the proverb goes like this: if you give a man a fish, he eats for one day. If you teach him how to fish, he eats for a lifetime. In all our programs, in all of our activities, it has four main objectives. And the objectives are, we try to give out the youth and the young adults that we serve, we try to give them hope and vision. Some have hope but lack vision, or they have vision and they lack hope, okay? We know that hope plus vision equals motivation. And once you get the motivation, motivation equals success. But from a motivation to success, they have obstacles. And one thing we're trying to teach them to overcome obstacles. Before they even get to the obstacle point, we have to give them hope and we have to give them vision. Number two, we trying to focus on that creativity and talents. We know that your gifts and your talents will put you in front of great men. So we really focus on that. Number three, we focus on life skills. We focus on money management, life management, time management. We focus on job skills, the do's and don'ts. And the last thing, we're trying to focus on all activities, all events, the ability to network, the ability to build positive relationships, whether it's peer-to-peer relationships or it's business mentor relationships. Okay, that's pretty much it on what we believe in and our philosophy. Now I'm gonna talk about how teamwork is gonna play a part in healing our community. We are doing a pilot program with the Boys and Girls Club in Dumfries, Virginia. Okay, Youth Outreach Service and the Boys and Girls Clubs are implementing a pilot program. The program will include a career launch, money management, and community service project. Youth Outreach Services' role will be provide vocational hands-on training with monthly teen night activities. One of the highlights of teen activities is a TV production, and that's the creativity comes in. The TV production will be called Word Up Session, and will be part of our teen talk. Once we get the teens to start talking in a different environment, they get tendencies to open up and have tendency to be transparent. And once we understand the youth, once you get understanding, you can better fix the problem. Like if you are a doctor or a mechanic, you can't fix if you're a mechanic, if you don't understand the problem, there's no way you can fix the car. So as community leaders and as people that care about our youth, you guys trying to understand as much as possible. And the best way to do that is try to remember when you was younger and the things that you done or didn't do. So that's the purpose of Teen Talk, is trying to get the understanding and trying to get them to open up. Okay. One of the requirements to be part of this pilot program, you have to be a member of the Boys and Girls Club. And I think that's pretty much just be a member and live in Prince William County. The days are Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays. And I think once a month, they're going to meet from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. This program will conduct a minimum of 2 community service programs through the school year. And this will start tentatively around November the 1st. So be showing our creativity with this program. Be showing our community outreach. All right. Do y'all have any
Good afternoon,
questions?
everyone. My name is Christina Letelier. I'm an outreach and admissions counselor for the Job Corps program. I do cover the Prince William County area. I reached out to Ms. Charity last month, and I learned a little bit more about the Youth Outreach Services program, and I'm looking forward to partnering with her and basically assisting the youth within the Prince William County. Just so you all know, those of you who may not be familiar with Job Corps, we are federal government program for 16 to 24-year-olds. We are completely free, and I know that it's something that is very similar to what Ms. Charity is providing with youth outreach services. However, Job Corps has changed in some of the scholarship eligibility that students are allowed to get into the program. So we know that there are students who do face some issues within the criminal justice program. So unfortunately, Job Corps is unable to assist those students. However, I still have students who contact Job Corps all the time. So we've developed some type of partnership where Job Corps will be able to refer those students to the Youth Outreach Services program and work together in getting these students with their vocational training, employment, and if a high school diploma or education is needed for some of those who may need that. I am going to be at the Goodwill in Dale City from now on, assisting youth 16 to 24, as I stated, from 12 p.m. If anyone has any questions, I'm very brief on what the program is. I'll be here with some information on any information that you may need for Job Corps. All right. Thank you.
Good evening. I want each one of you to take a look at yourself and think within how blessed I am to be able to bless someone else. I want each one of you to say that. How blessed I am to be able to bless somebody else. Because that's exactly what you have did today. You have blessed me so much by just showing up. You have given me hope. You have encouraged me. You have to realize that I've been walking this vision for over 20-some years. You've seen the product, which is my son, Antoine Harris, sitting there. And I was so proud of him as he spoke, because what he was speaking is what I've been trying to teach all my life. As a widow, it's like I've been trying to run this off on a widow's mic. Barely, as it says, scraping the bottom. Scraping the bottom, but at the same time, seeing good results. Each one of you said something today that really just piled it all, just brought the whole picture to clear. Micaiah, is that how you say your name? Micaiah. He kept saying, lean over, and what did he say? I am brave, but a work in progress. We are brave, and we are a work in progress. And I believe Eugene said, it has been a struggle. It has been a struggle. That's the bravery coming in, because when you're looking at and everything seems to be sinking and you're right in the middle of the ship, the only thing you can do is hold on and say, yes, we're going to make it. Even the story that you shared, those are the kind of stories that many people, Delegate Futrell, those are the kind of stories that many people do not hear. It did my heart good when you shared that story. That's when I go into the juvenile detention center, when they say I'm average, I always say, you got to be better than average. You can't be average or you won't make it. And that's what got you in here, by being average. You got to set those plans and set those goals. One of the things that I always wanted to do was to get an old building and renovate it into a non-traditional career center. And that's what I'm asking you to help me to do. It's too big, it's too much for me to do. In that non-traditional career center, there will be 6 businesses. There will be businesses in which you can come in and help the youth to operate those businesses. After the 12-week program, there is first of all, It's a matter of getting the permits to be able to go in and do the contract, as said, to renovate it. That's where the vocational training coming in. As you notice when Jamal was sharing with the whole chart, the vocational training will come in under the, during the non-traditional renovation. So it's just a matter of getting permits. The county have already shared with me that when I get the permits and get the contracts of the people who will be doing the mentoring, doing the workshops in electrician, into general contracting, into plumbing, the county said they will actually have contract us. We will become a vendor. In other words, we will be able to go into the juvenile detention center, teach the 12-week program. When they come out, they can become a member of the Boys and Girls Club, and then they can be able to say that on-hands training, they can actually go in and help renovate the facility. It will belong to them. It's part of them. Why? They're learning a trade. They're learning to give back in the community. And at the same time, it's giving them that what? That hope. That hope that they can accomplish and do something. As we said, transforming the ex-offender to a social entrepreneur. In order to be able to do that, what we have college students who have already stepped to the plate, say, I will be a mentor. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Jamal. Thank you, Shane. Shane over here, the RETV man. Shane, give Shane a, Shane done been doing a great job. Give him a hand. I'm sorry, give me your name. Kier. Tier. His essay right there working. Another volunteer right there coming for the help. All of these are college students who say, hey, I'm going to reach out and I'm going to help heal the community by being what? By being a mentor. And you know what they're going to do? They're actually going to keep the data, the information from this pilot program. They're going to keep all of the research that they're doing, and we're going to be able to submit it to Delegate Futrell, and Delegate Futrell will be able to carry it to the General Assembly. And this is where the General Assembly, in fact, Senator Delegate Lindseyfelder and Delegate Cogan have already said that what they would do was see about the General Assembly writing a grant that would be able to go back to George Mason. Come on, guys. That's a major accomplishment. Are you seeing what you can do to heal this community? You are part of it. For instance, I tell you, I love Melissa. I love Melissa Harrison. When I sent out the email, Melissa, stand up, Melissa from Target. Marissa was so precious because the moment I sent that email out, she sent it right back to me. I go, oh my gosh! This is like 2 or 3.
I don't sleep either, kind of like you. I get email. I think I was laying in bed and I get her email.
And she did. She said, we'll be there, Liz. We'll be there. And it's awesome. In fact, they have already said they will come and help us renovate the building. They will come. They will help paint. They already said they will even help give us furniture. Are you seeing what's going on here? We got an auditorium of people who are ready to say, kick it off, move it forward. So that's the reason why I say I need your help to give donations to help us get the permits. We need to get the permits to be able to go in and renovate the facility, okay? That can be but we got a construction company. We got that. We got a license. We got all of that. We just need to get the permits. So that's what I'm asking you to do. Will you help do that, okay? We're going to have the barbering. We're going to have the beauty salon. We're going to have a coffee cafe shop. We're going to have for culinary arts. So we have cooking. We also going to have there in the basement what we call the hot spot. In the hot spot is where we're going to have the TV or the RETV. And that's where we'll be able to document everything that is going on. And we're going to have the computer lab. In the computer lab is where we can be able to do all the editing of our TV production. And we're going to have music and art as well. So they would even be able to sell all them, sell their music, sell the art, because they're going to have a little gift shop. Do you see the dream? Do you see the vision? Do you see the healing? Do you see a self-sustainable, safe community? Because we already got the police department who already say, yes, we'll be there with the community. And I'm going to, Doc, don't worry. We're going to definitely get you over there to help us play some basketball. Yes, we will. You see what I'm saying? In other words, those are the partnerships, the collaborations. We got Job Corps, and we have Department of Juvenile Justice. All of it coming together to help heal the community. And only you can do that. And we have businesses. We have Virginia. She's a business owner. Dr. King, it's nice to see you again. It's been a long, long time. A long, long time. See, Eugene, you never know. It's like everybody you know, I know, right? But we're going to have to get reacquainted and see how we're going to bring it in.
I guess my deal.
Okay. But again, I just want to thank all of my students. Oh my gosh, Michael, didn't he did a great job? Give Mike a hand. Michael is the president of the Social Entrepreneurship Society. I have another individual out there. She's my sidekick, my co-pilot, Jasmine. She's out there today. So stop by there, meet with her. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming by.